Hi there, good morning, happy Sunday. Welcome to Sunnyside Journals. One day, oh, hold on. There we go. One day till Nancy. Woohoo! Yay! It's Sunday. Tomorrow's the day. Yay! Oh, I'm looking out my window here. I have got to deadhead my geraniums. Whoa, my geraniums are looking nasty out there. All right, well, I better make a list of things to do. I find that very satisfying. Do you like doing that? I love deadheading geraniums. Something very satisfying about it. I've got a whole bunch of things on my desk. It's a mess. In fact, my room is a mess, so I want to tidy it before I leave so that I can come home to a nice tidy studio and get to work. I'm still working on gluing together this book. I only have one, I think I have two more left to do here. So let's do one right now while I'm waiting. Those ones are all looking good. And then maybe when I get home, I'll be able to start playing with my altered book. So you know what? Let's put this back in here. There. And there. I find that helps because when I start painting the gel medium, the acrylic gel medium out, sometimes I will paint my wax paper right out from under it. Where's my brush? Here's my brush. Oh, I was so sad the other day. Gosh, I'm all over the place already, and we're, what, 3 minutes in? These are one of my favorite little just cheap crafty brushes. I used to get them at Dollar Tree. I like them. First of all, they came in packages of 3. In Canada, it's $1.25 tree. Still a good deal. Packages of 3 and 3 different sizes. And but I am so bad for remembering to wash them at the end of the day. I would, during the course of the day, I bury them in plastic, as you know, like this. I'll just wrap it in plastic and put it off to the side because I've been trying to do a few pages a day. But sometimes, I go downstairs, I get dinner started. Before I know it, I'm visiting with hubby. He's been at work all day, so we're catching up. And then, I'm tired and I go to bed and I get up in the morning and I've got a cement brush. And sometimes I can still get it out of there, but sometimes, anyhow, I thought, oh well, I'm going to go to Dollar Tree this week. I'm going to get a couple of more packages because I just love them. They're different from a regular painter's brush. Here's a regular painter's brush. See how thick that is? Because it's meant, for painting objects and cutting in and such. They're thinner. So it's just easier for crafting and for when you want to paint larger surfaces that you're not working on details. Anyhow, I got to my Dollar Tree. Didn't have any. None at all. But then I went over, we have Dollarama as well. I usually prefer Dollar Tree to Dollarama because Dollarama, I think things go up to $5 now there. So I find that deceiving. I wish they could find a way to just call it a discount store or something. Anyhow, but they had, it looks similar. They're very similar. They come in packages of 3. I do believe they were still $1.25. Where'd my other package go? I got a couple of packages. Rats. I do think it was maybe $1.50, $1.25 for a package of 3. It looks very, very similar. So, like, this is the medium one. It's thin. Maybe it's a little bit thinner, which is nice. I mean, it's just a synthetic bristle, but what I like about it is how thin it is. So So I got myself 2 packages, so 6 more of these ones. So this is at Dollarama, in case any of you are interested in them. They're just really nice for when you're doing, like in this case, I'm going out, out, out. You get it done quicker than if you're using a tiny little brush and you're just dab, dab, dabbing. Before you know it, by the time you finally get this completely covered, the first part that you put on is starting to dry. So this is my middle-sized one. Here's the bigger one, and the smallest one died on me. But I loved them. I'm very sad, but the new ones will do. All right. Gel medium. Let's do this, and then I have got I got a teeny tiny book haul from the Kirby Church book sale. So I didn't find a lot, but I found a few that were worth coming home with me. So let's just do this, and then we'll do that. So see what I mean? It just gives you, it covers more area faster. I also like this for, these brushes were really handy the few times that I have made a cover from scratch in the spirit of Nick the Booksmith kind of thing. It just helps you cover more surface area faster, and very smooth and thin because they're quite stiff. So I find in a way you can sort of scrape it off, and that way you just get the thinnest amount of glue, Mod Podge, whatever it is you're using. You can just really get it thin. I do like the acrylic gel medium for this over Mod Podge because I find this doesn't dry as quickly. Mod Podge starts to dry very quickly. And this, I find that this, I have more time to lay down my next page. And I also, if I don't like how the page was laid down, I can peel apart easier. Mod Podge will, the paper will just start tearing. There we go. And this I did not think up myself. This is thank you to Kelly over at Book and Paper Arts. Okay, so then this has wet around the edge. So I find that I have been working with 2 pages of wax paper. And I have another one here. I let this one dry, and I'll use it the next time, and I'll just switch them out. So what I will do now is I do this, because sometimes even with that thin amount of glue, sometimes a little bit of it will still try to squeeze out the side. So I just find that it helps to protect it while it's drying with some, I've used wax paper, parchment paper, just baking paper. And then I'm going to put it on the table behind me, but I just put my brick on it, and I'll leave it for a couple hours. So hold on while I do that. There we go. Let's clean this up. I'm going to, wish me luck, I'm going to put this aside so that hopefully I can do at least one more page. before I call it quits in here today. So yeah, I'm getting ready. I'm packing. I'm trying to think of what we're going to need. Oh, 196 pages. I've been working on As You Like It. Hold on. I've been working on As You Like It. And not only do I like it, I love it. I really love it. And I still haven't decided if this is for me or not. So it's all that the spine is all nicely fortified and glued back down, and that fabric will hold nicely where it was trying to split here. So it can go ahead and split all at once. It'll look like it's split, but underneath it has been supported and it will be just fine. I don't mind. I like when books look their age, look old, look worn, look loved. So with the signatures, I've put in 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I've put in 7. And what I've done is for the first and the last signature, sometimes you want to have like a title page in a sketchbook or an art journaling kind of book. So I put blank page. Then there's a bullet journal page with a raw edge as well, torn edge. And then the rest are all sketchbook pages. But on the interior 5 signatures, what I've done is just simply for writing, or else sometimes I sketch in my bullet journals. Sometimes those dots make it easier if you're doing a landscape. And I don't know about you, I have a real problem with things that I draw starting to sort of veer to one side. And when you draw on bullet journal paper, those lines actually are very helpful. So what I've done for these, for the 5 interior signatures, is the first 2 pages of the signature are bullet journal paper. Let me hold it up, make sure you can see what I'm talking about in case. Do you see all the little dots? So they've all got 2 pages, 2 folios, pardon me, of bullet journal paper. Let's put you on the front. And then the rest, I think they have 4 or 5. Let's count, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so then there's 5 folios inside. And then the back is, the final signature is like the front one. What I did was I put a blank sketch folio on the outside. On the next page is bullet journal paper. So there's the little dots. And then the interior 5 folios are also blank sketch paper. So, I think this is done, but I do want to find some really, really interesting end papers. I'm not sure whether I feel like doing maps inside, or maybe some Leonardo da Vinci. I've got a book full of his cool, his sketches and his mathematical architectural drawings and that are just fascinating. And I might, if I have some that are big enough. This is quite a big surface. I cleared off some of the edges. Oh, just over here. I do have to work on that. I wonder if that's going to come up easy or not. Because these end papers come out quite close to here. So, looks like I'm going to have to. Okay, well, I'm going to do that later. I'm not doing that right now. Let's put that over here. Now, books. books from the book sale. Let's see. There. 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 And there. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I got an interesting thing I'll show you at the end. So not too many. I don't know, they haven't had a lot of old books turned over to them lately, or else I was saying to Nancy, I'm wondering if someone has approached them like, an antiques dealer kind of thing, and ahead of time, and said, look, I'll give you this much per old book if you let me have first crack at them. And I don't blame them. They're raising the money for charity, so it goes to a good cause. And if they can make more money, they need to make more money. It used to be, if you hear a lawnmower, my husband's mowing the backyard. It used to be that they were trying to save money, earn money. They wanted to move the church over to the local Pioneer Museum heritage site in the area, because it's a beautiful old stone. The foundation is field stone, and it's just a beautiful old church. But and that they wanted to be able to move it, but it has since, they've had people come in and look it over, and apparently it's not worth moving, but it won't be able to last forever where it is. It's right beside a highway, and apparently the exhaust and the salt is eating away at this old building. So in the meantime, they're just using it to continue to raise money. And I think I noticed today, I could be wrong, but I think I noticed today that now we're getting a new hospice here in our area, and I think their money is going towards the new hospice here, which is a wonderful cause. Anyhow, so here we go. I found this one. I loved the green color. Let me stand up. I loved the green color, and the lady on the front, and a little brown mouse. I just like that. Nice size. Nice big text block there. 1906, so it's old. I love this. To Eva and her little sister, with love from Mother. Like, so one of her daughters didn't get named? I just thought that was, I guess maybe it's a little family joke. Who knows? Isn't that pretty? Look at the artwork in there. Anyhow, so I like that one. This one, I love the cover. It's huge, but I'm never scared of making a journal from a huge book, and this is a huge book. I love this spine. Look at that spine, and I love green. That's certainly one of my favorite colors. Wanting to see if that will come off. I'm not sure what that is, or whether that's damage. I might try a tiny little bit of water very carefully and see if that's just maybe someone spilled their milk, they're having lunch, and see if that will come up. You've got to be careful because you can lift up the ink. I think it's coming off. Beautiful. If it didn't lift up, what I would do is color match with my paints and then seal it. So it wasn't a deal breaker, but now it's nice that it can just stay as is. I'm being so gentle here, so gentle. I don't want to lift any of the dye from this book fabric. No, that one's not coming up. That's okay. It was that loud white one that was driving me crazy on her armpit. So it's a history of everyday things in England. So first of all, I love all this. All the people around the edges, and then the insides are just as cool. There's some really great drawing illustrations in it. Here, let me leaf through. Look, aren't these beautiful? This is a cool old book. Look, it's got some beautiful drawings. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's nice. Robbers. Uh-oh. Bad guys. A watermill. Really nice. Anyhow, I'm very happy with this. This will be a big, beautiful journal at some point. I love it. I get it. I bet it was in some kind of a library because there's a little bit of tape still on here. I'm going to leave that and hit it with some heat, and it'll come right up. I can see the glimmer of where the tape was here. I was very hopeful that there would still be a library pocket in the back, but there's none. Looks like maybe it was here. Oh, what year? Let's hope there's still a year in it. History. Nope. Introduction. Maybe the author. 1918. Sometimes the author will date when they've signed their introduction. 1918. Yeah, that's how it feels. So very good. I love this book. Love it. Now this little book, I'm hoping to do an altered book out of it, just for visual collage artwork. Elliot's Silas Marner. So there's a picture of her in here. There she is, George Eliot. So, and this is 1905. So that's cool. And I love, the pages are really lovely, and they would look cool as extra little interesting pages in journals. So I love when a book, oh wait, oh yeah, I'll be pulling some out. Duh, I'm so scatterbrained today. I'll be tugging some out. I thought this was a nice size, and the spine, I'm trying to remember what I learned from Kelly Bowler. This spine feels very nice, even though it's older. It feels in quite nice shape, and to me, that size is not too overwhelming for me right now to play with a bit of collaging. So I like that, and I could maybe play with this cover off to the side here, just so that you can still see that little bit of Elliot's Silas Marner. This one is, I mostly just wanted the interior. The cover, of course, is native wild plants, but the inside is nice because the pages are matte. They're a creamy color, and there's a lot of just hand drawings of native wild plants. Let's see, with their the Latin names and a little bit about them. It's just a lovely book, which again, lends itself to be little extra pages tucked into journals. Isn't this nice? So I'm happy I bought this one purely for the interior. Oh look, aw, somebody dried some flowers. I don't think this is that old because the little inscription up here says 1973. So 62. So it's not that old because I'm older than this book. So that makes it young. I got this one. I just thought it was a nice size again for The Wizard of Oz. And it's got some cool little drawings in it. I'm not sure. For $1, I feel like I can get it and decide later if I'm going to make anything of it or... Oh, look. This one smells really good. I wonder who illustrated this. Illustrations by Evelyn Koppelman. Adapted from the famous pictures by Denslow. Okay. Oh, that's pretty. Anyhow, so I'm happy with that. Oh, there's the silver slippers. They were only ruby in the movie. And this, I've already had one of these, but for $1, I'll do it again because it makes very oh, there must have been a ship named Winterlude. It looks like somebody had this embossed. It's a blank log for boating. So for your trips, for guests that you had on board, you know, what the weather was like, your location, your course, your position, fuel. It makes for really interesting spare pages to put into a journal again, especially because one side says on it, log of the yacht. So, and I love when there are square holes for the ring binding. And what I usually will do, I'm not going to do it right now. I might as well leave this together because I'm still working on my other one that I have. But I will come in and I'll just clip these wires and then I'll slide these pages out without ripping those holes because I really like them. So this is, I'm happy I found that. That'll get used. The last thing I found, I love, just for my own personal use. It's just a folio. Oh, it's got a little bit of something on it. Oh, my timer's going to go off any second. Hold on. Let me get this out. Yes, I know. Here we go. Looks like somebody had snacks. Anyhow, the reason I got this, it cracks me up, is so there's nice, first of all, the pockets are really deep. They actually are gusseted. That's why I like it. Clark Jazz Choir. That's my last name, in case you were wondering, and it's spelled the right way. Irish Clark has an E on the end. So, I'm very happy with that. I don't know what I'll use it for, if I'll ever use it, but I love it. So there we go. And my time is up. So probably the next time we'll be able to visit together, I'm going to have a buddy sitting beside me. Which reminds me, many of you have posted questions on the on the video I did a couple of days ago. But if you've thought of any others, or maybe you didn't know that I asked if you have any questions for Nancy or I, feel free to write it down below. I'm going to write them out onto recipe cards and take them with me when I go out there, because we will do a video together. We just thought we'd answer questions to, you got to say something on when you got the camera rolling. So if you've got a question about anything, art, about my life, yeah, so, maybe you've been watching these videos for a couple of years and thought, I wonder about, what is Catherine, blah, blah, blah. Well, ask it down below. And we'll do a Q&A. So write your question down below if you have one. And so I'll see you a little later this week with my buddy in tow. And that should be a lot of fun. Really looking forward to it. Take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your day and stay safe and healthy. And we'll talk soon. Bye.